Coming this September, starring great weather, spectacular landscapes, and possibly you. Summer in the NT. Why wait till December? Summer starts early in the Northern Territory. Seek an early summer holiday in the NT. Different in every sense.
Hello and welcome to Darwin for the second leg of our Saturday night doubleheader as the young and exciting Cairns Taipans take on a new-look Perth Wildcats with NBL legend John Riley at the helm. It's the 2022 NBL Blitz. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Liam Santamaria in commentary alongside 2010 MVP Corey Williams. Corey, this should be fun.
This is definitely going to be fun. I'm excited to be here. Game 2, Tasmania Jack Jumpers did not disappoint as they got the W over the Sydney Kings. And I do not believe at all this game either will disappoint.
Some big outs for the Taipans. I like the jerseys. The Taipans rocking out their new uniforms with the snake skin. Big outs for the Taipans. No Sam Wardenberg in this one. No Majuk Deng, no DJ Hogue, and no Lat Mayan, all dealing with ankle injuries. Lat Mayan, of course, not making the trip to Darwin. So they're going to be a little short-handed. A bunch of guys are going to get a bunch of run tonight, and they're going to need to have a couple of guys step up.
And I am sure TJ McCall is ready to go. Shannon Scott, Bull Kowal, coming off Rookie of the Year campaign. Keanu Penda, most improved player. They'll be ready to play. And my guy, Ben Air, is in the building, suited.
On the flip side, down the other end, the Perth Wildcats coming off the back of a season on the outside looking in when playoff action began. And they're looking to start a new streak this season with a new look lineup. We mentioned John Riley at the helm, Corey Webster in the mix, Brady Manick in his first pro season, and import big man Tashawn Thomas, who'll be missing tonight, alongside Jesse Wagstaff, who'll also be out with a hamstring issue.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this team in red, team from out west. You know they're going to be... Is that Bryce Cotton? Does Bryce Cotton have braids, or is that a little afro?
That's Bryce Cotton.
Does he have braids, or is that an afro?
I think there's a little braids.
Remember last time we saw him with braids. He's different with those braids. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing the Wildcats and John Riley.
What do you think a Wildcats team with John Riley at the helm is going to play like?
I mean, defensively, they're gonna get after it. You know, that's their trademark. The hustle is gonna be there. I think they'll be fun to watch.
Here's the starting lineups for the Wildcats. Geez, there's a lot of talent right there. Norton and Cotton in the backcourt, Blanchfield and Travers in the forward positions, and Brady Manick out of UNC, 13-13 in the championship game. He's going to man the middle in the absence of Tashawn Thomas. And for the Taipans, Ben Air gets the start at point guard. Shannon Scott's going to come off the bench. To Jim McCall, Jonah Antonio, the sniper from out west, and Bukwal, Keanu Penda round out their starting lineup.
Looking forward to seeing this game get underway.
We talked about John Riley. Here's the crowd there at Darwin. Nice group in attendance. There's Luke Brennan on the left, the assistant coach, your man John Riley.
Oh, man, he was a pleasure to play alongside at Townsville. And I'm just glad, he went overseas, paid his dues, and got the opportunity to come back, and who wouldn't take it? Going to a club with rich history and the pressure to win.
I'm pretty sure it was 11 years in total in the collegiate system.
It's a long time.
Yeah, Boise State, and then, of course, what was it, USC Santa Barbara?
I think it was USC.
A little mixed up, but he certainly paid his dues. He was associate head coach there, put his hand up for the Wildcats job for the season prior, missed out on that to Scott Morrison, and then back in the mix, and the job is now his. And the John Riley era begins in Perth this season. And as you mentioned, he's got some talent to work with. King Cotton, of course, the legendary multi-time MVP. Brady Manick's going to be in that mix, but also the far right of your screen, Luke Travis, drafted and stashed by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I am looking so forward to seeing him play this season, because you're talking about a guy, a young man that is at his actual best since. Because, you know, sometimes young players, they're up and down. They're up and down. Everything has happened, and he is gone in the right trajectory of his career. Right now is where what we're seeing is exactly where he should be. Gets drafted, goes to Summer League, has a really good outing. So he's coming back here full of confidence. Looking forward to seeing him.
He's going to have a massive year, Luke Travis. Just looking at him a little bit at the start of their preseason, a couple of hitouts against Adelaide. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's more confident, he's more aggressive. He's just going to be a stat sheet stuffing supreme all season.
And he got some fresh ink on that left forearm area.
He's got that barbed wire that reminds him of the strategies he uses to deal with anxiety. And then, a little bit on the inside there of the arm.
Yeah.
All right. Todd Blanchfield, Mitch Norton. There's Bryce Cotton.
Cotton with the braids is a different Cotton. That I know. They won the chip when he had the braids.
Okay.
It was he and when they went against Melbourne United.
Tariq
White, the other guy that had the braids.
Jeez, the other guy, grand final MVP.
Shout out to Tarico, the other guy.
That's the Perth Wildcats starting unit. Excited to see Brady Manick step out. Watched him for the Charlotte Hornets at the NBA Summer League. That is a talent-loaded starting lineup. And for the Taipans, as I mentioned, some key guys who are going to play key minutes this season are not suiting up tonight. Sam Wardenberg might play game 3, I'm told, but unlikely, dealing with an ankle complaint. DJ Hogue should be able to play in games 2 and 3. But it'll be this group rolling out tonight. Ben Air, Tajir McCall, Keanu Pinder, Jonah Antonio, a.k.a. Quick Six. And the reigning Rookie of the Year, Bull Quall, coming out to represent Far North Queensland. It's the second leg of your Saturday night NBL Blitz doubleheader. The first of 7 straight nights of NBL doubleheaders. Cairns versus Perth. And we are underway. Quall steals the tap and McCall finishes at the rim.
Good to see McCall back in this league. His last game in NBL, he dropped 40, 10, and 10. Something crazy like that.
There's Travers. Good ball movement from the Wildcats, and we're a basket apiece here in the opening 20 seconds. That was a fun start. Manick won the tip. Quall, heads up play, just tapped it over the top. McCall finishing, Adam Ford.
Rocking the shorts.
And so is Joe. Man, it must be pretty warm in the building. It's clearly warm in the building. Here's your man, Ben Air. 20 and 10 against Melbourne United.
8 dimes.
Last season. Kick from the Taipans. Quall can't hit. Travers rips it down. 2 points on the board already for Travers. First couple of possessions. I like the way, from what I can see, he's starting to play through Travers a little bit more. Has some playmaking skills. They're trying to give him plenty of the rock and let him do his thing.
As they should. He's paid his dues, worked up the ranks with this team. You know, after getting drafted, there's more now. There's more responsibility. They have to get him involved more, and he has to be more assertive when he gets the ball. So I'm really looking forward to him having a big year.
Pick and pop with Manick off the rim, and here comes Tajir McCall. Pull up, jeez. Confidence from McCall early on. Off the iron, and Cotton tracks it down.
This is right here. Plays like this is when Manick is going to eat well, setting those high on-ball screens. For Cotton, he's going to draw so much attention. Nice take with the left.
Nice little hesitation move there from Bull Quall.
Froze him at the three-point line. Nice penetration and finish.
Really intrigued to see what kind of second year Bull Qual can have for the Taipans. They're going to need some of that young talent to keep taking steps forward this season. Adam Ford loading up with young talent. Corey calls his squad and his club right now the factory.
And I love that. I mean, to be honest with you, this league is so competitive. There's a few other teams that have bigger budgets, so it's very hard to compete. So you might as well put yourself in a lane that you can dominate in and really be a factor in the league. And Jim called his degree. So it's great that he went that route. He's a great coach. He develops talent. And there's a player we need to talk about later with Cairns that, speaking of attracting talent and know how to pick talent, an offensive rebounder.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We're going to touch on that.
We'll talk about him. Joshua Davey, when he checks in the game. Bryce Cotton down the other end. Catch and splash triple. Was reminiscent of some of that Trevor Gleeson style action. John really running there to get Bryce Cotton a look from long range. Here's Qual at the free throw line. Really intrigued to see what kind of stuff really runs at the offensive end. He was a shooter. He knows the importance of having sets and actions in place that are going to get you open on the perimeter, and he's going to clearly put some things in place to try to get Bryce Cotton those kind of looks. Here's the Wildcats. Oh my, Keanu Pinder sends that one packing.
Coming off a hell of a season. Rightfully so, he gets most improved player. Had a good off season. And he's coming back in form, doing what he does. Protect the rim. High octane energy.
Well, the green and gold at one point during the off season as reward for his spectacular development over the past 12 months, Keanu Pinder, and then some really nice play in the NBL 1 North for the Northside Wizards.
When you think about this, Liam, I had big question marks about when he played with Adelaide in the Sixers. So in another year, good cut and finish by Manic. Less than a year later, he turns it around and gets most improved player.
This Jonah Antonio, the quickest release in the league, Corey. Catch and splash from the corner.
Looks good. Great release.
There's Travis. They're giving him all kinds of room. Manic can't give him any room. Can't hit there. Blanchfield tracks it down. Here's Cotton. McCall on the challenge. Off the rim, and the Taipans take it. 3-point lead here for the Snakes in the early going. Qual on the attack. Kick around the perimeter. Ben Air. That's off the back of the iron.
Good ball movement. That possession by the Taipans.
Manic back to Cotton. Back to Manic. Norton in the corner. He's on the attack. Rides the contact, and they'll take it on the side.
I would have liked to see Mitch Norton. Once he got hit and you heard that whistle, put that up. That sends you to the line for 2.
I mentioned Jonah Antonio. Spent time at Wake Forest and UNLV as a collegiate and played last season in the Czech Republic. Some rotations there from the Wildcats. Carl Zunic checks in. Mitch Norton checks out. Here is Zunic. Pull up, triple, instant impact off the bench.
Always ready to let it go. Kyle Zunic. Remember seeing him last preseason.
Upgraded to a fully contracted position this year. Antonio not hesitant at all. Can't hit there. Here's Cotton off the Manic screen. Second side action for the Wildcats. Zunic. They want Manic down low. He wants it on Tajir McCall. Isolation play in the block. Bang, bang. Good hands from McCall. And Manic airballs the jumper.
Good defense right there. Thought they had a mismatch. And McCall holds the fort down.
Here's the new jerseys on display, Corey, for both these teams. Tell me you're all about this snakeskin Taipans outfit.
I'm all about it.
Here's Shannon Scott, new import point guard for the Taipans. been Scott Machado the last few years. Here's Pinder. Geez, that was a confident, aggressive, assertive move from Pinder down low.
Listen, Pinder's like, look, man, you're a rookie. Hold this bucket. That's what that was. Welcome to the NBL.
Here's Manic right back at him. Hands on the weak side from Scott. And Taipans are bringing the energy here in the early going.
Shannon Scott. Liam. Can you tell me anything about it?
He last played for Bamberg in Germany. We've got a couple of guys coming out of the Bundesliga this season. And Adam Ford told me during the off-season, he said he needed a stopper and a leader in that spot. He's got all this young talent, timeout called, 3-point lead to the Taipans midway through this first quarter. Got all this young talent. And he's got a guy in Tajir McCall who you can play at the point guard spot, but when you do, things get a little hectic. So he wanted a guy who could provide something a little different, a veteran leader, a defensive presence, and a guy who could steady the ship there when he has the ball in his hands.
Have you seen him play a little bit?
Not a lot, no.
Do you think, from what you've heard, he's kind of like a Josh Majette? As far as the leadership abilities is concerned?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I'm fascinated to see how he plays Shannon Scott this season, because he's got some interesting versatility on this roster.
Mm-hmm.
Because he could, I wouldn't be surprised, like he's done here tonight, if he brings Shannon Scott off the bench this season, starts with a lineup that has Tajir McCall at the 1, and you go McCall, Qual, Hogue, Majuk Deng, and Keanu Pinder. You could go something like that. I actually think probably that starting 4 will be Wardenberg.
Right.
And then you bring in Shannon Scott for, say, a Wardenberg. Everybody slides up a spot, and you go from there. He's going to be able to do a few different things with this lineup. Back underway. Here's Antonio. Corey Webster's into the game. Ollie Hayes-Brown is into the game for the Wildcats. Mirko Jeric in for the Taipans, and they throw it away.
I'm really feeling those shorts in that uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling the snakeskin. I could rock the singlet with a denim jacket underneath.
Ooh, you're usually a shorts guy.
I could definitely rock the shorts in the gym, outside, summertime.
Mm-hmm.
But I could rock that singlet with a denim jacket over it.
T-shirt underneath?
T-shirt underneath.
Here's Webster. Finds Ollie Hayes-Brown, your guy, underneath, and the hyphen gets himself to the free throw line.
Yeah, just a big body. I really hope he gets more minutes this upcoming season. Real physical underneath, can play defense, rebounds the ball. Fell in love with him last year around this time, preseason in the Blitz.
He's going to get some extra run tonight with no Tashawn Thomas and no Jesse Wagstaff.
Let's talk about the hair on the team of Perth. Bryce Cotton got the cornrows.
Uh-huh.
Corey Webster got a fro.
Yep.
Hayes-Brown has a mullet, like an afro mullet.
Is that a mop? Is that what you'd call that?
It's still a mullet, though.
All right, he's not the best mullet on the team, of course.
Right.
LT.
LT has
He's got the Larry Bird.
He got the Larry Bird.
And
then you got Manic.
then you go really.
Then you got really.
You're letting the team down. It's a 1-point game. 5.5 minutes into the opening term. Here's Bryce Cotton. Bull Qual has the matchup. Started to make his name a little bit last season with a matchup on Bryce Cotton earlier in the year. Snatch back, 3-point bucket.
That never gets old. You watch that any day of the week.
There's Antonio. Throws it away. Blanchfield in transition. Has Zunic straight up. Walled up in the air defensively. And they're going to count the bucket with goaltending basket interference. Would they pull the net?
They pull the net. They pull the rim. Taipans ball. Perth Wildcats turning it up a little bit.
This is Joshua Davey with the ball. Hands it off.
And one.
Hadley. Wow, and one finish from Jarek.
Man, they missed him down the stretch last season. Such a key defender on ball. He ignites them with his energy, and he is a reliable three-point shooter.
They've come out and gone bang. The Taipans. 3 early triples. 4-point play there from Jarek, and we're all tied up. And everyone's getting a run. Early rotations from Adam Ford. We're going to talk about some of those guys that have just checked in for the Snakes. Zunic finds Ollie Hayes-Brown down low, and he finishes through the contact.
Listen, I hope Willie plays the young man. He's such a good talent. Great hands around the rim. He's going to rebound the ball, and he's going to play good, hard-nosed defense. Perth, for many, many years, have always had good local big men.
Mm-hmm.
Think like Angus Brandt.
Mm-hmm. Matt Knight.
Like the list goes on and on.
Okay.
And I can see him coming in, being one of those guys. Continue to develop, continue to play in the offseason, continue to develop in NBL 1 West. But he has a big future with this club.
He looks a little trimmer than he did in preseason last year. A little bit more athletic. Here's Hadley, catch and shoot.
Another three-pointer. On the Taipans, tie ball game.
He's the nominated replacement player. Gabe Hadley averaged about 14 points a game for Geelong in the NBL 1 South. Confidence building hit from him. Travers off the pass from Hayes-Brown, and he gets to the free throw line.
And not only can he finish around the basket, he can pass the ball well when the double comes.
He checks into this game, Hayes-Brown, ahead of Majuk. You see him in the background there on the bench. Still, he's making his way back from injury. And you see number 17, Michael Harris, checking in for some first quarter minutes. DP signing out of Mount Gambier. He was an absolute bucket in the NBL 1 South this season. As Travers cashes in, and now we see some minutes with Tajir McCall at the 1. Travers picks his pocket, takes his cookies, and finishes down the other end. Ooh, boy, Luke Travers putting on a show.
Too easy. Gets the steal and just in first gear puts him in the bucket.
Ooh, nice pass. Shannon Scott. Hayes-Brown, big, strong, man-sized rebound underneath. Here's Harris. Loves to shoot it. Steps up and doesn't get the roll. No hesitation, though, from Harris. Here's Hadley. He's already knocked down one. And he can't quite drill the next. Harris on the attack. He's got McCall bearing down on him. Harris, again, aggressive. Can't get by McCall. Nothing happening for the Wildcats. Kick. Skip pass from Travers. Finds it back late in the shot clock. Zunic needs to let it fly. And that was kind of ugly from the Wildcats. Hadley cleans up the mess. Finds Shannon Scott. And Joshua Davey. That's what he's there to do. Grab offensive boards.
Liam, you got to tell a story.
I'm waiting for the moment.
The next break, you got to tell a story about Davey.
Joshua Davies, the Moneyball signing from Adam Ford over the offseason. We'll get to that. Here's Webster. Oh, my. Somebody opened a window. In Darwin is Shannon Scott. Oh, foul called on Zunic, I think.
Tell a story, Liam.
Now, Joshua Davies. So Adam Ford, a month or so back, looked at his squad and said, all right, what I need a DP. What don't we have on this roster? What are we missing? Are we missing a defensive hound in the backcourt? No, we've got that into Jim McCall, Ben Air, these guys, Shannon Scott. You know what we're missing is an offensive rebounder.
And what did he do?
He went online and said, who leads the nation in offensive rebounds in the NBL 1? Whoever that guy is, I'm bringing him in and giving him a contract. As Tajir McCall knocks down his second triple of the game. And sure enough, it's this man, Joshua Davey. I think he was averaging about 6.5 offensive boards a game out west for the Lakeside Lightning. And now he's an NBL player, and Adam Ford's loving his energy.
You know what's awesome about that story? Like, that really tells players, whatever you're really good at, just keep doing that. Be the best at what you can specifically do, because you never know who's looking for what and what that opportunity might, when it'll come. Really.
Speaking of who's looking for what, Tajir McCall was looking for a whistle right there as he took the contact from Luke Travers. He got it, and John Reilly's not happy. Yeah, it's a great story.
Great story.
He's already pulled down one extra possession for the Snakes here in their opening game of the Blitz. McCall draws the foul on Travers, and he's going to the free throw line. So that's 2 quick personals on Luke Travers, both drawn by McCall. And Tajir McCall, who struggled from long range last season and really over the course of his professional career to date, slaps 2 triples and is going to the line for 3.
And that's what you want to see players the next season come in and work on their weaknesses. He's a tough cover, but the biggest weakness was the 3 ball. So far in this game, he has it going on.
I spoke to Adam Ford in the lead up to this first hit out at the Blitz about all the guys that he has out. He said, I tell you what, we're going to let that thing fly. He's great energy. There is that man, Joshua Davey. Again, winning back possession for the Taipans.
That's number 2. Let's see if we can hit the average today. He's got 2 already.
Adam Ford, a.k.a. Billy Bean, playing Moneyball in free agency. They're loaded with shooters this season. Here comes one of them back on the floor, Jonah Antonio. Talk about Adam Ford reviewing his squad. He came out at the end of last season and realized they were last in the league in 3-point percentage. They've gone out specifically to try and find guys who can knock it down. Pinder, athletic play at the rim. Woo! Strong finish underneath.
Pass by Bennett, exceptional finish. Taking the hit. Finishing off the glass.
That's the last play of the opening quarter, and that was a fun one. 27-24, the Taipans lead by 3, and it's all kinds of energy from the Snakes from the far north right now to begin the NBL Blitz.
Sometimes less is more. When you know you're going into a game and the coach is telling you all, just play. Mm-hmm. You can play free and not fear of if you make a mistake, I'll pull you out. And the rotation is 4 or 5 players short. You know he has to play you. That's the energy they're playing.
5 made triples from the Taipans in that first quarter. Tajir McCall leading the way. He's the first player in double digits with 10 for the Snakes. And for the Wildcats, it's Cotton and Travers each with 6. There you see the shooting percentages. 42%, 5 made triples from the Taipans was key, as both teams shooting the ball pretty well, near on 50% for the Snakes and 43 for the Wildcats, and it's been pretty evenly balanced the rest of the way, but some red-hot shooting from the Taipans early on.
You know what I like about that as well from the Taipans? I haven't seen a lot of turnovers in the first quarter. This was a team that was plagued last year, turning the ball over. They had a couple of games, they had 20-plus turnovers. So it's good to see early that they're taking care of the ball.
You see the scoring leaders, as I said, Tajir McCall getting busy, knocking down shots from long range. 2 of 5 from the perimeter. He got himself to the free throw line as well. What are your expectations overall for the Taipans this year? Some key guys not playing tonight. I was really fascinated to get a look at DJ Hogue and Sam Wardenberg. We have to be patient and wait for that. But every year we see a surprise team. It was the Taipans a couple of seasons ago. It was the Jack Jumpers last year. Does this squad have the potential to become that in NBL 23?
For me, I don't think so. I think what they will be, I got to keep it buck. Now, what they will be is a team, you're not getting no easy wins with them, against them. They're going to be a spoiler. They're going to basically be like what the Jack Jumpers were last year. Just thorns in your behind.
Oh,
However, they're not going to be able to win a lot of those games that the Jack Jumpers will win.
Right.
So the close games, due to the youth and inexperience, they're not going to be able to pull those games out.
All right. We're underway here in the second quarter. Early bucket for the Wildcats. Brady Manick finishes at the cup, cuts this thing to 1. Here's Ben Air. Finds McCall. Kicks it to Jarrett. He's ready to fire always. 3-ball corner pocket from the Serbian sniper.
Love it. Comes in. Never afraid to let it go. Knocks that down.
Here's Webster. You got Cotton and Webster on the floor together on the wings right now, running him off some turnouts. Here's Ben Air. Can't hit in transition, and the Wildcats will get it back. What do you like? What do you think about this look? Norton at the 1, Cotton and Webster running off pin downs on the wings.
I'm loving that. Those are going to be some busy defenders guarding those two, Webster and Cotton.
Here's the handoff for Cotton. Defense slips under. He tries to punish him.
Defense got lucky that time, sliding under. That's a no-no.
McCall wants it in the block. Double comes from Blanchfield. And Hadley can't hit from the corner. Norton takes it away. 4-point lead for the Taipans here in this second quarter. Manick fouled underneath. And the Wildcats will take it out of bounds.
You say, Lee, the defense is going to be extremely busy with Webster and Cotton. There's going to be some nights they are just going to absolutely torch the defense.
Here is Webster. Kicks it to Norton. Gets past to Jim McCall. Oh, my. Referee plucks a foul out of that. And Norton's going to go to the free throw line. So Jim McCall is livid.
Looked like it was on the floor to me.
I thought he did a good job to avoid the contact. McCall. There's Mitch Norton. Found himself a real home out there in Perth. His style of play, we came over originally as the understudy there with Damien Martin, and then has taken over that role as the point guard, the spiritual leader, the defensive hound on this team.
The hardest job, I think, for any guard joining the Perth Wildcats is attempting to fill the void of Damien Martin. And, good finish with the left hand.
Great move from Pinder.
Pinder is in fantastic form early in this one. But back to just the attempt to fill that void. That's an unfillable void, right? 6-time champion, 6-time defensive player of the year. But I don't think there's a player who could have done it any better than Mitch Norton.
Well said. Key for him is just staying out there on the floor.
Yeah.
Plays so hard. Often injured, and they really miss his impact when he's not out there. Here's Webster. Called for the travel. The referees are red hot on any of those potential travels early doors at the Blitz. Really cool atmosphere there in Darwin. The fans have come out in big numbers the opening couple of nights. The Darwin Salties in the NBL 1 North this season, very, very well supported, and they're trying to make a statement, the Darwin community, to the decision makers at NBL HQ, try to put themselves at the top of the list for the next NBL expansion team.
I hope they get it. I would love a team to be in Darwin.
Webster finishes at the cup. Good push in transition from the three-time champ.
Nice take and finish by Webster. Good to see him back in the league.
Oh, Pender again putting pressure on the defense.
Listen,
Going right at Brady Manick.
Pender is not playing. There's a rookie on me, and this is a mismatch, and he needs to know it. That's exactly what Pender's play is showing.
I mentioned to John Riley when I chatted to him on the huddle in part of the preseason coaches series recently about how teams are going to go at Brady Manick. He's going to check out now. He's going to have a bit of a rest. I think it's something we should get used to seeing because, as you say, he's a first-year pro. He doesn't necessarily, he's a talented guy, no doubt about it, can shoot the heck out of the ball and is a real workhorse, but he's not a renowned defender. And teams are, when you always got to try to find a sweet spot to go after, and they're going to put pressure on Manick as a scout, and Keanu Pinder's putting that on display here in this first half.
Not to mention he went to North Carolina. Doesn't get any bigger than that uni. So guys, you're going to have a target on your back. Guys are going to want to say, all right, North Carolina, let's see what you got. All right, champion, let's see what you got.
4 years at Oklahoma, and then that 50-year senior at UNC helped them get all the way to the championship game. 13-13 in that one, but they went down. Here come the Taipans. They've got a 5-point lead now, the Snakes. Make that 7.
Nice take off the bounce. Hayes Brown too slow that possession. Bull Kuau. 5 points. 2 of 3 from the field. With another nice take.
Adam Ford's got to love the way his squad's come out in this game. Taking no backward step. Getting up and in them defensively and really confident and aggressive at the offensive end.
Hey man, there's no better feeling when the coach is like, oh, let's just play. Like, we're shorthanded. Just do your thing. Just play. You play your best basketball when you're free.
Well, this man's free to do whatever he wants anytime. Bryce Cotton can't finish that play. Here's Bull Kuau on the hop. Couple of crossovers. He's got the mismatch here with Hayes Brown, and he wants to go to work. Blanchfield creeps in, pull-up jumper. It's off the front of the rim, and the Wildcats take it. Here's Cotton. Beautiful pass to Hayes Brown underneath.
Another and one. He's so big underneath, and with an electrifying guard like King Cotton coming off, he's going to attract so much defense. All you got to do is get your hands ready. The ball is coming. As we know one thing about Cotton, he's unselfish.
He has good hands. We saw in that first game, Derek Walton Jr. finding a number of his big teammates in the early going. Jordan Hunter and Tim Suarez for easy finishes at the rim, but they just couldn't catch it. Hayes Brown's been up to the task in this one. Turnover from the Wildcats. Blanchfield wins it back, and here comes Norton. Heads on a swivel. Good defense from Shannon Scott. Slows down the Cats. Here's Joshua Davey. Switched on to Cotton. Turns him into a driver, and he finishes over the top.
Oh, man. That right there was a bucket written all over that.
You did the right thing there, Davey. Crept in. Took away the Jimmy. Forced him towards the rim. Cotton up to the task, as he so often is. Now just a 3-point game. Here's Jarek. Good kick out. Bull Qualls wide open, and he beats the shot clock from long range.
It's just great basketball, great drive and kick. Penetrates 3 defenders, suck in to try to stop you, and then easy kick.
Really great poise shown from Jarek there, late in the shot clock. Cotton off the pin down. Comfortable, can't knock it down. Here's Qual. Shannon Scott, step back, mid-range, bucket.
Ooh. Nice mid-range hit.
Mitch Norton does that so well, Mitch Norton. It's when you think the Wildcats are going to walk it up, he puts on the afterburners and puts the defense under pressure. That's a timeout by the Taipans. Push it out to an 8-point lead here. The Snakes midway through the second quarter. Great start from the Taipans here with some key pieces not out there on the floor. You can see some of them standing up there in the blue t-shirts. The new import DJ Hogue, the new rookie signing there in Sam Wardenberg at the back of the huddle, and Majuk Deng bent over trying to contribute. Sam Wardenberg was an interesting signing from the Taipans, Corey. Big Kiwi out of the University of Miami. Can really shoot the ball, and teams around the league were keen to acquire his services. Taipans went strong, said, hey, we got minutes for you. We got a starting spot here for you in the far north.
Where do I sign? I'm no good to nobody if I'm not playing. So if you're giving me a starting spot straight out of school, I'm your guy.
Really intrigued to see how his game's going to translate immediately to the NBL. Not an easy thing to do. Come in straight out of college and have a big impact. This is a tough league, Corey. I've heard you say something to that effect over the years.
It's true. And that's why you'd rather go with a club and a coach that's going to play you and start you.
Great scramble from the Taipans. Contested 3 from Norton. And Adam Ford gets exactly what he wants at the defensive end right there. This is a small squad they've got out there, the Snakes. Joshua Davey at the 5. And really no one at the 4 is Ben Air. A little bit of over dribbling there. You see Adam Ford saying, let's move it. Get the ball moving from side to side and let's make a play.
And that's exactly what you have to do playing against a tough half-court defensive team in the Wildcats. You got to move that ball. You got to kick it.
Cole Zunick at the 1 now for the Wildcats. Oh, great back cut from Cotton and a beautiful find from Ollie Hayes-Brown.
And these back doors are all day. They're there all day because you have to overplay him. You know he can shoot.
They switched on to Cotton. Ben Air with the top block, and the legendary import knew exactly what to do. Here's Bull Qual. Travers can't mess around with it in front of Luke Travers.
No, you cannot. Good hands.
Here's Cotton, snatch back, bucket from long range.
I would hate to be in front of that man.
Well, he's got 13 now, Bryce Cotton, and he's starting to feel it. Here's Antonio. That's what he does, but he rims out right there, and here's Travers. Grab it and go. Attacks on Ben Air and just finishes over the top. Way too easy for LT.
Too strong in second gear.
If
Too
that.
little. Excuse me, I got a bucket to go get.
We're going to see a whole lot of that sort of stuff. You see the confidence from Travers. It's just dripping off him right now.
It sure is. I feel it through the screen.
He's got 8 points, 2 boards, and a couple of steals. And he takes his tally to 9, and he ties up the score. John really told me during the off-season he's on Luke Travers to be aggressive every possession this season. No possessions off, no games off, no quarters off like he did at times in previous years.
You gotta love that. Coach is challenging you for the better.
Pinder all over the rim.
Good pass from Scott. Finds his big fella for an easy 2. He's up to 10 points. Got ourselves a goodie.
Nice execution from the Taipans. Keanu Pinder doing what he does best, picking and rolling to the rim. Michael Harris can't hit there. Here comes Gabe Hadley. Great opportunity for him tonight. Get extended minutes at the NBL level. Bukwal and offensive foul on Pinder. Trying to get position on Harris down low. One of the things Adam Ford did for Keanu Pinder, you spoke about the growth he had last season. Really spelt out, and he spoke to me about this on the huddle during the off-season, spelt out to Pinder and showed him with the numbers, here's where you're really effective, and let's stay in that lane.
I'm going to make life simple for you. Here's the numbers, as you said. That's all you got to do. You listen, you'll grow. You don't listen, you won't grow. That's simple.
Handoff, Antonio, he can't hit.
Just the support and belief that Coach had in him. That relationship, so important.
Cotton, pull up, bucket. He is feeling it. At the Blitz in Darwin, Bryce Cotton, 16 first half points for the legend.
4 of 6 from the land of plenty.
Pinder going at Manic. Righty hook is an easy finish over the front of the rim. Brady Manic just quietly, Corey's having all kinds of trouble with Keanu Pinder right now.
Not quietly. It's loud. It is loud.
Here's Cotton. Shannon Scott in trouble.
And one.
Oh, my.
King Cotton. Any talking that talk? Wipe this up for me. I'll be back that direction next possession. Please wipe that up for me. Thank you.
I'm coming back this way.
I'm coming right back. Cotton.
He's got 18 now. A minute and change out from half time.
And I don't know how much he had in the first quarter, but it was not a lot. He's just exploded in the second. That is a nightmare to defend. An absolute nightmare.
And I feel like I mentioned it right off the top in the early going there. They ran some action that saw him coming off the pin down, very similar to what we used to see in the Trevor Gleeson era. He got that early look from 3, and he started feeling good from there. I noticed their preseason hit out against Adelaide, Corey, the Wildcats. The very first possession, they ran flex. Found Tashawn Thomas off a flex cut. The very first possession of their first preseason hit out. He finished at the rim, and then they put it away.
Just want to make sure this thing works.
But I thought, hold on just a second here as Cotton goes down the other end. Takes his tally. What is that now?
20. All right, so Liam.
But it just made me very interested, Corey, to what they're going to run.
Here's my thing. A dynasty was built off of the flex. Cotton becomes King Cotton off of the flex. You get the job after watching last season them not run flex and they don't make finals. What is something you should implement into your offensive scheme with the king on your team? I'm throwing in the flex.
Well,
a little bit of it.
A little bit, yeah. And that's what I think we've seen so far. Some of those actions where he ends up with the pin down, coming up, and he's been in some situations where he's felt really comfortable. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, they had one of the top-ranked offenses last season, the Wildcats. No doubt about it. But down the stretch, when they were trying to get Cotton the ball in big moments, in big games, it was hard work. Pitches out to Blanchfield here, and that's off the board. Here comes Bull Qual. It was a lead to the Taipans not long ago, but they trail by 4 now inside the final minute of this second quarter. Bennett winding down the clock. The pick comes from Davey. He gets the switch. Manic on an island, and Jonah Antonio cleans up the mess.
The offensive rebound, not giving up the play.
That's the end of the first half. What a fun one we've got here in Darwin. It's a 2-point lead to the Wildcats at halftime, Corey. 49-47, and we have ourselves a ball game.
And Bryce Cotton in that second quarter. Man, I mean, why am I so excited about Bryce Cotton, talking about Bryce Cotton? This is what he does. This is great. It's a great look to see him come alive, and it's now a 2-point game. Really does not look happy. It is preseason. Calm down, really. You got 28 games that matter.
Oh, boy, the heat in Darwin's getting to everyone a little bit. Really not happy. Chatting it through with assistant coach Mike Kelly, and there's Luke Brennan chipping in with the box score. And that was a fun first half, man. After what was a bit of an arm wrestle and a grind at times, Sydney versus Tassie, these guys are putting points on the board, led by Bryce Cotton. 21-point opening half. Absolutely in fuego, as you say, in that second quarter. 7 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 from long range, and he leads all scorers.
And what's awesome is that the fans in Darwin have never got to see Bryce Cotton live in their state and city. So it's great for them to see somebody they would usually see. They would have to probably travel to see or see only on TV. They're seeing why Cotton reigns supreme.
Well, it was the Wildcats taking the honours in that second quarter, 25-20. Really impressive on the back of that scoring output from Cotton. There you see the percentages. 46% from the field from the Wildcats, dead on 50 from the Taipans, and both teams letting it fly from long range. 22 three-point attempts in that first half from the Snakes.
You know what? The Snakes have shot the ball pretty solid from the land of plenty. I see why they would continue to shoot it. But I like the way they're playing. They're playing free-flowing. They're passing the ball around. Keanu Pinda is getting to it. Bull Kuau's playing good. Solid.
You see the scoring leaders. Cotton, the story of that first half with 21. Travers and Ollie Hayes-Brown next in line. And for the Taipans, Keanu Pinda was 10 first quarter points from Tajir McCall. But Pinda in that second quarter, he got to work.
You talk about matchups, and it was plain as day as soon as Keanu Pinda got that pill. He said, look here, this is a rookie on me. I don't care what school you went to. I don't care about your championship. Welcome to the NBL. And that's exactly what he showed him, that work.
There's the assist leaders. Norton McCall leading the way for their team. Shannon Scott as well has 2 for the Taipans. And that was a fun first half. Big second quarter from the Wildcats. Big second quarter from one of the greatest to ever do it in this country, Bryce Cotton. There you see the numbers jumping off the box score.
Man.
Fun scoring spree from Bryce Cotton. And he gives his team a 2-point lead at halftime. 49-47, and we're going to get a bit of a look at some of the highlight reel plays from that first half. And early on, a little bit from Manic and everybody chipping in. Kyle Zunic from long range, but once this started happening, Bryce Cotton started feeling it from the perimeter. Things really started heating up in Darwin.
Jay McCall showing that 3-ball. Nice left-hand finish as he goes to the line for the hard way. Bull Kuau off the bounce. Hayes Brown, a nice finish around the basket.
bit more of a free-flowing style we've seen in this one than the opening game. Some nice highlights from Luke Travers, but really it was a showcase from Bryce Colton in that second half, and that takes us to the halftime break. It's the Wildcats 49, the Taipans 47. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
A sequel, months in the making. Summer in the NT. Why wait till December? Seek an early summer holiday in the Northern Territory.
It's halftime here in Darwin. Second leg of your Saturday night doubleheader at the NBL Blitz, and it's the Perth Wildcats with a 2-point lead over a plucky Cairns Taipans squad with a number of their main players sitting out. But it's been a fun first half. Bryce Cotton, elite, putting on a show, 21 points in that opening half. And down the other end, Keanu Pinder and Tajir McCall combining for 22. Liam Santamaria on deck alongside 2010 NBL MVP Corey Williams. And Corey, some thinking for Adam Ford, the coach of the Taipans, to do heading into this second half. Tajir McCall and Keanu Pinder each on 3 fouls.
Yeah, and they're both having a really good impact on this game. I'm going to play them. I like how they're flowing. I'm just going to have that conversation with them as I'm sure he did at halftime. Look, we both got 3. We don't want this game to get ugly, so play defense without fouling. Now, on the flip side of that, Perth would know that they have 3 fouls. We're going to attack them. First couple of possessions. See how it plays out.
Not a lot of options with regards to Keanu Pinder, with no Wardenberg, no Majuk Deng, no DJ Hogue in this game for the Taipans. With McCall, could potentially switch that to begin this third quarter with a guy like Shannon Scott. But if it's you, you're saying I'm rolling my starting group back out there.
Yeah, it's preseason. I'm rolling out. Maybe I play a zone. Try to cover him for a couple of minutes.
With Bryce Cotton on the floor.
Boxing 1? Nah, we're not doing that. It's preseason. First game.
Come on, man.
Calm down, Corey.
Well, same group rolling out for the Wildcats that started the ball game. Mitch Norton, Bryce Cotton, Todd Blanchfield, Luke Travers, and Brady Manick. Interesting first half for Manick. 4 points, 1 board, 2 of 7 from the field, and really had a lot of trouble containing Keanu Pinder down the other end.
Yeah, it's been tough for him, but these are things that you have to expect when you see a first-year pro. Knowing the league, knowing the players, understanding how to guard, who you're defending. So hopefully you can have a better second half on the defensive end.
Starting group back out there for the Taipans. Air, McCall, Antonio, Bulkwal, and Keanu Pinder in the middle. A real 4-out pick and roll type group with the Snakes, who have been impressive with their effort and their endeavour and their shooting, really. So far in this one, we're underway here in this third quarter. Here's Antonio. Nice action, and he finds Pinder underneath. Beautiful play call and executed.
It's just great offense. Good find coming off that curl.
There's the back cut from Cotton. Hangs in the air, can't finish. Good job from Bull Qual. Jump vertical to contest. No foul called. And Wildcats win it back. Here's Manick in transition. Falls short. His frustrating night continues. Now Antonio checks out. Adam Ford with some words. I'm not sure whether he missed a coverage defensively, but after that first play, beautiful find underneath to Pinder and an early hook. Mirko Jarrett comes in. Here is Jarrett. He lets it fly from long range. Whew, they've got a license. The Taipans tonight. Cotton spills it out of bounds. Taps his chest. My bad. And the Taipans will take it. We're all tied up early in the third quarter. Ben Air. Pick comes from Pinder. 1-2 with McCall, but he couldn't finish.
I mean, they're going to him.
Nice ball movement from the Wildcats. Manick, last touch. The Taipans will take it away.
They are putting pressure on Manick. That's great play calling by coach, because that's clearly the mismatch. So let's keep attacking it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I like the way they're using McCall in those actions as well. Here's Qual from long range. I know the defense is going to sit off McCall, clog the lane on Pinder as he rolls to the rim, so they're using him as an elbow flasher.
Oh, man.
Here's
That
Cotton.
is all bad. I knew from the catch. Once I saw Pinder in front of him, that was going to end bad.
the left to right cross. There's Air with the response. We go bucket for bucket. In Darwin here, 1 point lead to the Taipans. This is a fun one. To finish off your Saturday night, 1 point win. Oh, here we go again. Cotton. Bang! Oh my! He's putting on a show. The legendary import out west.
That was also a great play call.
This is why we just love watching Bryce Cotton do his thing.
Oh,
my!
let's go!
Lefty leaner to Jim McCall. Cotton, mid-range down the other end. Whew!
Oh, Liam, we got the best 2 games of the schedule.
It's a highlight reel. In Darwin tonight, McCall finds Pinder wide open on the arc, and he drills it. Keanu Pinder doing everything out there tonight.
17 points. 7 of 8 from the field.
Here's Norton on the attack. Travers a little awkward in the mid-range. Steps back. He can't hit. Taipans feeling good right now. McCall coming up a little limp. Pinder on the attack. He's going right at Brady Manick, and he draws another foul.
I tell you this. You do not want to be Brady Manick in film session after this.
Talk to me.
This is just welcome to the NBL. That's just what it is.
Timeout called.
Pinder taking full advantage. They're not doubling. They're like, it's mano y mano. It's all Pinder.
Now, of course, playing a little out of position tonight, Brady Manick. Tashawn Thomas, of course, is going to be their starting 5. When they play the Taipans this season, the Wildcats, he's going to have that matchup on Keanu Pinder. And Brady Manick will be happy about it.
Very.
Looks like he's going to check out of the game for now. Manick, dare say probably Ollie Hayes-Brown coming in and will get that job. But oh boy, we saw some highlights in that little stretch there. The first 3 minutes and change of this third quarter has been fun.
It sure has. Jim McCall with a banger, Lena. Cotton cooking. He had Pinder on skates.
Well, Cotton's been absolutely lights out in this one. 26 points from the all-time great. 9 of 15 from the field. He's drilled 5 of 7 triples, and we're early here in the third.
This easily could be a 40-piece.
Easy. For him.
And they're down 4. You would think with that type of play, they'd be winning. But Keanu Pinder. 19 points.
More extended pressure from the Snakes. Not much of it, to be honest. Qual has the matchup with Cotton. Scott with the switch. Now it's Joshua Davey. The double comes. Hayes Brown. He can't finish over the front of the rim. On the attack, the Taipans. Wild pass from Air. The Taipans fortunate to win it back. There's an intensity about this preseason hit out, Corey, that I'm loving.
This is a game. One team can't afford to lose. The other team is just playing free. As early as it is, you do. Oh, John really gets his first tech.
Oh, wow.
Super intense out there.
Teed up at the Blitz, JR. You can
feel it.
You can feel it. I mean, we're a long way away, admittedly.
I feel it.
There is an intensity in this game, and it's just going to another little level here with John Riley picking up his first NBL tech foul.
Liam,
As a coach.
as a coach, correct. Taipans, they're down about 4 or 5 players. There's no, on paper, there's no way the Wildcats are supposed to lose this game. And he's playing his players. That's why it's so intense.
Well, a little chip in here from Far North Queensland Foodie Heaven on social media, Corey, says the Taipans will shock the league. Missing a lot of players tonight. Homicide is wrong. We will be making finals.
Okay. All right, let's go through the list.
Hey, if you're not going to go back in your team,
Look, I agree. I agree.
you don't agree that they're going to make finals.
No,
you agree.
I agree. You back your team.
You back in your team.
your team. So you want to go through the list? Or no?
You talking to me or Far North Queensland Foodie Heaven?
That's what I'm talking about. Foodie Heaven.
Talk to him.
All right, Foodie Heaven. I know you're listening. Sydney.
Weren't super impressive
Adelaide.
earlier tonight.
Perth. Brisbane. Tassie.
Melbourne. Oh,
I'm not sold on Melbourne.
okay.
They're not. I'm not sold yet. But Kansas is not going to be above Melbourne.
Okay.
But I'm just saying
Mate,
the 6.
It is going to be unbelievably competitive.
Man.
The parity has increased. The parity has definitely increased coming into NBL 23. Here's Shannon Scott. Play back underway. Got caught in the air, and the shot clock expires in the background for the Taipans.
Good defensive possession by the Wildcats.
So Webster's into the game. Holly Hayes Brown came in a few minutes ago. He's got some work to do in the middle. Here's Travers. Easy finish at the rim for LT.
Everything's been easy for LT tonight. 4 of 6 from the field.
Turnover there for the Taipans. Mirko Jerick loses the handle, and John really up and about. A couple of stops from his squad out of the huddle.
That's exactly what you want to see your team do. Be up and in them, getting stops.
So really turns back to Manic. I would love to see Adam Ford just throw Pinder straight back
in there.
in response.
That's what I do.
So you know what? You're getting no easy minutes out there. Jesse Wagstaff, the 6-time champion, offering his 2 cents. Saying, are you sure you don't want to run a few more plays for Bryce? I got you. I got you, Jesse. Here is that play for that man. Kicks it to the corner. Mitch Norton. He knocks it down. Good execution from the Wildcats. Scott finds Qual. Good attack from Bull Qual. Rims out. Joshua Davey making a nuisance of himself, but the Wildcats will take it away.
And let's talk about the level of unselfishness with Bryce Cotton. As much as he's cooking, he turned that corner. He could have went for a shot.
Saw the help.
Kicks it to Norton, who buries the 3.
I like the lack of hesitation from Norton too. Here's Scott, steal from the Snakes. Finds Qual, and he finishes on the rim.
Easy finish.
That's what I feel like we need to see from the Taipans this season. They need to be disruptive. They got to be up. They got to be in. They've got some length and athleticism with this squad. Now, some of it's not in the lineup tonight. Madrid Deng and Sam Wardenberg and DJ Hogue.
Right.
But as a general style of play, they're going to need to be up the floor and disruptive.
100%. I think that's how you're going to get the best out of this young, energetic team. You know, you got these inexperienced players. A lot of them coming, you know, fresh out of school.
Ooh, the hezzy with the left. My goodness, Bryce Cotton's in his bag.
Yeah, they would have to press all game. You're correct with that. I agree with Bryce Cotton. Come on, man. He's for sure in exactly that, his bag.
Oh, when he holds it out there on the left and the threat of the left to right cross is in play,
you're in trouble.
You're in all kinds of trouble. Davey off the Tajir McCall fine, and McCall is barking right now. Maybe that's to the official, calling for a whistle.
I don't want to jinx him, but I'll say this. Cairns have done a really good job not picking up the fourth foul. Pinder and McCall. They're both still on 3.
And Ford's been careful with them too. Crossovers from Webster. Can't hit the pull-up. They started, yes, but Pinder came out early. McCall came out early, then Pinder. They've each had some early rest here in this third quarter. Cotton over the shoulder. He's open now, Cotton. So is Blanchfield. And, McCall loses his footing. He's okay. The Wildcats will get it back. So it's a 3-point lead for Cairns. There's the Taipans decision makers in the back. There's Mark Worthington.
Warlow in the house.
Mark Beecroft and Troy Stone at the back there. That's my man Sam Fotu next to Wertho, working in the Perth Wildcats front office now. Former man Gambia pioneer. Here's Cotton. Oh, Bryce Cotton is on fire. 31 now for Cotton. And we're all tied up. 3 minutes out from three-quarter time.
Oh, man. Pull up. Snap.
Oh, my. Wow. Draws the foul, and he goes to the stripe for 3. He is unguardable right now,
Man,
Bryce Cotton.
I would hate to have to be the guy guarding Bryce Cotton.
You got to... Listen.
I'm doubling them.
No one wants to be that guy. But I feel you...
Casper wanted to be that guy.
I feel the times when people have had most success with Bryce Cotton, and it's very hard to do, have success defending this great man, this 3-time champion, this 3-time MVP, this 5-time All-NBL first-team selection. They've turned him into a driver. Now, he can still do things down there, but when he gets in this frame of mind from the perimeter, it's over.
It's over. Absolutely right. Pressure him and send him inside the 3.
Just crawl right up, send him one way. Oh my, look at the sort of effort. What, that was all kinds of effort. They got him on the free throw. Transition defense for the Wildcats. There was all effort from Cotton after shooting it. But no help from his friends, and the Taipans tie it back up. Here's Cotton, one-on-one with Qual. Help from Pinder. Blanchfield finds the seam, but Scott takes it away. He's got McCall. Finds him. McCall lets it fly, and they could have got something better there, the Taipans.
Could have got a layup had he cut to the basket.
Cotton finds Zunic. He can't hit. So the defense showing numbers to Cotton, and the other Wildcats need to step up.
Goodness.
Jerry Gunn with the pull-up in trance. Travers, Cotton, nearly collects his own board. And we're off to the races here with the Taipans. Euro step from Qual, and it's off the front of the rim. Hectic pace here in Darwin. All tied up at 66. Webster. Isolated with Tajir McCall. Gets right in the middle of the lane, kicks it out. Blanchfield draws the... Oh! He draws the foul. No, it was. There was a kick out. Offensive foul called on Blanchfield.
That's a good call by the ref. Stops the kick out. It pockets the kick out. You can't use that. And it rewards the defender. We got a goodie, Liam.
This is a close one. Fun game to watch. It's a tick over 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. All tied up. Pinder down low. Great to... Oh, turnover there. Great to see Corey Shervill on the floor for the Wildcats. Missed all of last season with a foot injury, and he's back out on the floor here in preseason.
Good to see him. Remember at one point we were like, who's Corey Shervill? Remember?
Yes, sir. He was really good for them in that
really good.
1920 season. Here he is. Lets it fly. That's a nice moment for Corey Shervill as he drills the three ball. Yeah. McCall on the attack. Another turnover. Things are getting hectic here for the Snakes. Wildcats have this three-point lead. Majuk now out there. Zunic, righty runner, falls short. And good effort from Pinder to gain control for the Taipans. This should be the final possession, near on the final possession. Very little difference, shot clock and game clock. Here's Bull Qual. Gets the pick from Pinder. Gets the switch. Attacks the seam. Great pass from Qual. And Jerry can't hit from the corner. That's three-quarter time right there. After Zunic misses from the half. And boy, Bryce Cotton's on fire. And it's a three-point game in Darwin at three-quarter time.
I cannot wait till this fourth quarter. Flip a coin. But somehow I feel Bryce Cotton, his work is far from done.
He's got 33. Corey, 11 of 18 from the field. And both teams 29% from three, in the 40s from the field. But from the opening tip across the first three quarters, this has been a heck of a preseason game.
It sure has. It sure has. And it's the Bryce Cotton show we're seeing. But make no mistake, Cairns Taipans, they're balling. Bull Kual, TJ McCall, Keanu Pinder. That's their big three. I expect a huge, and there go the numbers right there. Bryce Cotton needs a little bit of help, though.
Well, one guy he didn't get a lot of help from down the stretch of that third quarter was Mitch Norton. He limped off injured midway through that quarter, went to the change rooms. He's back now courtside. He took a bit of a spill during that term. Hopefully he's okay. Would love to see him back out there in this fourth quarter because, as we said earlier in the game, Corey, he's so important to this team, Mitch Norton, but he is often hurt and under a little bit of an injury concern right now.
Hopefully it's nothing too bad. They need him. He's their leader.
He's on a little Tajir McCall crossover that Norton got hurt. We may even see it in this highlight reel at one point, but I'll tell you what we will see is a whole bunch of that. Look at the left to right cross from Cotton. And there, gives them a little something different with the hezzy, and he has been just spectacular, just quintessential Cotton offensive brilliance tonight.
Just such a beautiful thing to watch. Just a level, like he sets the bar consistently and continuously. Talking about it.
I reckon he saw and heard a little bit of that Xavier Cooks MVP chatter over the last few weeks, Bryce Cotton.
He sees everything and hears everything, let me tell you. Oh, good defense.
Travers, steal, bucket. Oh my, Luke Travers.
Lays his whole shoulder into Keanu Pender's chest. Tough bucket.
You can't mess around with it around Luke Travers. On the dribble, with the pass. Soft finishes, Bull Kual from long range. It's a 2-point game. Wildcats with their noses in front. Feels like there's something on the line in this game. Not something you see at all times in preseason. Look, Webster way off.
Well, for me, I personally believe that in an organization like Perth Wildcats, when you do not make finals, your preseason is literally when you're starting the season. You got to set the tone early. So in a game like this, when, again, there's so many key players out of the Taipans, and you're only up 2, you better believe it's intense. Remember, they always walk into finals. This has never happened before last season. So you better believe it's intense around there. They're not just real relaxed these days out west. Oh, no.
Great action for Cotton, and he drills it. 36 now for Cotton as he lights it up in Darwin.
You know, this preseason, why is Bryce Cotton still out there? The tone has to be set from the beginning. There's pressure on this team, man.
I love the action they ran to get Cotton open then. Put him under the hoop. Run him off those turnouts, and everybody ready to play off their legendary scorer. Cotton, steal. Tries to throw it off to Jim McCall, and looks like Cotton's getting the whistle. Nico Fernandez wanted to give that to the Wildcats. Officials have a chat about it.
Bull Kual like, come on, man. You know it didn't hit us.
Perth, get the whistle.
Great hustle.
Opportunistic from Cotton defensively. And they lead by 5. Webster, action again for Cotton. McCall has that matchup now. Nobody has been able to slow down BC. This is the combination. Here's Webster drawing the foul on McCall, his 4th personal. And this right here is what John really talked about. Cotton and Webster on the floor. How do you defend it?
You can't, to be honest with you. You just got to hope they're off. And right now, Webster's off. However, he's still a 3-point threat.
Just the 2 points for Webster. Hasn't really been able to get himself going. Pull up. There it is. Right on cue from C-Web.
And he's that type of player. Could be quiet all game and then bang. And he can score in bunches.
Jarrett finds Pinder over the top.
Pinder continues his great effort. 21 points, 8 of 9. 4 of 5 from the free throw line.
Webster goes for back to, strong rebound from Blanchfield. Timeout, Adam Ford.
That is all core. Didn't bring the ball down, just ripped it from the defender's hand.
All of a sudden, after setting the tone with the effort and the energy and the hustle all game long, the Taipans, they're getting outworked right now.
Well, it's very hard to keep that type of effort for 40 minutes. There's always going to be a lapse at some point. You just don't want the lapse at the wrong time. And right now, it's a 7-point deficit with 7:30 left.
Wow, gives us all a chance to take a big, deep breath.
This is true.
It's been really something to behold, the play of Bryce Cotton tonight. Now, we're used to Cotton doing tremendous things. Again, leading the league, second in the league in scoring last season. Actually, he might have been the league leading scorer. He was second in MVP voting, and he's just been an absolute super duper star in this league ever since he set foot in, what was it, January 2017? Led his team immediately to a championship. But 36 points tonight, Corey. 7 of 10 from long range. What do the Snakes need to do with him this last 7 minutes 30 to keep him under wraps?
Look, the only thing they can do is double. Get it out of his hand. Because he's been having his way with whomever has been on him. The guy that can play really good defense on him has 4 fouls, which is McCall. So you better double.
There's Bull Qual. That got sent away. And the Taipans get it back. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Snakes. Jarrett lets it fly. Took a little contact, doesn't get the whistle. What do the Wildcats have here? They're playing off Webster. Antonio sticks with Cotton. Until now, Cotton gets a little space, front rims it right there.
Great hustle.
Blanchfield getting work done on the offensive glass. Kick out, Webster, bucket. Wildcats up by 10.
And that's why they're difficult to defend.
Antonio can't respond, and everything's coming up Wildcats right now. Travers on the attack. Righty finish, and he'll get himself to the free throw line. They've just got so many weapons out there at the moment.
And that's the thing. Just when you thought you finally got Bryce Cotton to miss from the land of plenty, chase down an offensive rebound, kicks it, Travers gets it, kicks it to Corey, bucket. Just so difficult to defend. And with the other threat, a legitimate three-point threat in Corey Webster, it's just tough. It really, really is.
It is tough, and we're getting a good look at it tonight, which is fun. Again, still no Mitch Norton back out there, but with these two flowing like they are, you probably wouldn't be out there anyway. But hopefully he's okay at the end of that bench, because they're going to need him over the course of this season. Steele, Travis finishes with authority.
It's just so long, the length. As you said, do not play around with that ball with Travers around on that court.
Big rebound from Antonio. McCall, they need that. They don't get it. Great hustle. There's Davey doing exactly what he got signed for. Yeah. Oh, man, they had some good looks. Davey involved again with Antonio, but the ball trickles out of bounds. Geez, you really felt like the Taipans needed to knock one of those down. Here's Luke Travers. Ball handling responsibilities. Point forward. Travers. Horns action for Cotton. Gets the handoff. Hesitates. Kick out for Sherville. He's open, and that's down. Beautiful execution from the Wildcats.
You know why Bryce Cotton has been in the last 7, how long he's been here? 7, season 6?
This is season 7, I think.
He has been the bar. He set the bar for the last 7 seasons. We haven't even thought about saying another player this consistent. If he is an MVP, he's been second.
Yeah.
He's been a revelation, and he is so important to this league. The greatest thing that ever happened is that he signed 2 3-year deals.
You still got Xavier Cooks for MVP?
Yeah, that doesn't change. Make no mistake.
All right,
it doesn't change.
Carl Zuni with the aerial finish underneath.
But we should be so happy that he isn't going to leave.
For sure.
Because he's the bar. He's so important. Like, he leaves, who's the bar at that point? There ain't no player. There ain't no one player. King Cotton.
He has been mesmerizing tonight. 36 points. Far and away the game-leading scorer. Things getting a little wild right now as the Taipans desperately try to make plays to give themselves a chance, but it's out to 18 now, quick as a flash.
So at this point, right, in the game, 4:38 left.
Time
out. Sit down, talk about it. You would think it'd be like, all right, Bryce, your night's done. This game is done.
Which it has to be.
This
right
game
now.
is done. If Bryce Cotton continues to play, that shows you how intense the Perth Wildcat camp is on sending a message this season. Within themselves. Not everybody else. Within themselves.
Well, he's sitting down in this huddle.
He comes back out, and with up 18 with 4.5 left. This game is done.
Done.
That shows you that how serious they're taking every game. Every game.
Well, we've spoken about Bryce Cotton's 36 at length. Let's talk about 2 other guys who have really performed well tonight. One is Keanu Pinder. 21 points, only missed 1 shot, 5 boards to go along with it. I want to hear your thoughts on Pinder's evening. And also Luke Travers. Stat sheet stuffing from him tonight. 16 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, and 4 steals.
Luke Travers has been in second gear the whole evening. Night off. Keanu Pinder has been going hard. Took advantage of the mismatch, and both looked impressive.
Davey, Antonio, Jerry. Ball finds Antonio. Geez, he's been a live wire tonight, Antonio. I've liked his effort on the glass. Ben Air, geez, they needed that. It's the all hustle, all energy squad out there for the Taipans now to finish this game. There's Pinder and McCall and Scott and Bull Qual all call their jets on the sideline. Here's, snatch back from Cotton. Oh, that was in and out. The oohs and the ahs from the crowd in Darwin. Loving the Bryce Cotton show. Here's Jarrett. Kicks to the corner. Antonio, step back, quick release, all net.
Nice move. Shake ones with a step back.
He's been active.
8 points. 2 of 6 from 3.
Manic can't hit from range. And the ball spills out of bounds and the Wildcats get it back.
Good hustle by Zunic, putting pressure. Ends up turning the ball over. Wildcats ball.
Here's Manic trying to get something to feel good about on a personal level. Team's going to get the win, but hasn't really been able to get going. Manic, Sherville in front of the pack. Oh, no.
That right there is going to be on Sanders watching at some point.
I'm watching. Don't worry about that. Do you know what, though?
There we go. I think he clears.
That's all she wrote for Bryce Cotton for tonight. I'm giving Corey Sherville a pass on that one.
Nah, you can't.
First game back.
No. We don't give. No, lay it up then if that's the case. We not giving no passes for that.
Might be Corey's watching. I'm just excited to see the young fella back out on the floor.
Go and lay it up, young fella. Good to see you back.
15-point lead to the Wildcats. This was a tight game all night until the Wildcats opened it up here in the fourth. Similar story in the first game. A little bit lower scoring. And Tasmania put the foot down in the fourth quarter. Here's Harris. Toes the line and knocks it down. That's what he does, Michael Harris. Out of Mount Gambier. In the NBL 1 South, the response from Antonio. He's ready to fire. He's shown a bit tonight, Jonah Antonio.
Yes, he has. Reliable shooter from the three.
I know some Wildcats fans were hoping he's a homegrown Western Australian talent. He might end up on the Wildcats roster at some point. Adam Ford has snapped him up. There he goes again. That was way off from way downtown. And we tick under 2 minutes. Here's Harris, keeps his pivot foot, but can't finish. Antonio on the glass. Here's Benair, drops it off to Davey, and he makes it count underneath. Timeout, really. Up 13. A minute 40 to play. He wants to have a chat about some things.
I can't wait to see the Bryce Cotton package tonight. I know we're going to see it a lot this season as we've seen it season past. But that was a beautiful thing to watch.
You know what? I spoke about it before. But he did a lot in isolation tonight. Get the mismatch, do his thing, off the bounce. But I want to see the play they ran for him early in the first quarter. I just caught the end of it. He comes off the pin down, catches it, knocks it down, gets his eye in. Because it was reminiscent of what we've seen from him in the Trevor Gleeson era and what we didn't see a lot of last season. And there's something about me that just loves the idea that really's gone back into that Trevor Gleeson playbook and grabbed a couple of sets to run specifically for Bryce Cotton to get him going.
I mean, why would you not? He's so comfortable in that flow, in that offense. I'm for sure putting some of those offensive sets in the package.
Well, we're back underway out of that huddle. Zunic had a couple of those tonight, high off the glass. Extend the margin for the Wildcats. Ayres on the attack, draws the foul. Gets to the free throw line. Always on the front foot, Benair looking to make plays.
Benair goes to the charity stripe for two.
They're going to go down in this one, Corey, the Taipans.
Great effort, though.
Happy with the effort?
I'm very happy with the effort. I mean, you're playing against a pretty much loaded Perth Wildcats. You hung in long enough, and you're short-handed. And with Cotton going off the way he went off, come on, man. In Liam voice. My Liam voice. Come on, man.
Yeah, it certainly makes things tough. He's done it to plenty of teams over the years. He's done it to the Taipans on a number of occasions during his time down under. Here's Hayes Brown. Hand off to Zunic, gets it back down low. He's got the mismatch with Jarrett. Spins his way to the rim and draws a foul. Jarrett says, hey, I was straight up, Nico.
Hayes Brown had a solid game tonight. Impressed with what I saw.
Don't forget they got to Sean Thomas to come back into this lineup.
I know.
Jesse Wagstaff, captain.
Yeah.
You see in the background there in the blue t-shirt, DJ Hogue. It's going to be a key piece to this Taipans puzzle. Expected to be out there in their second game of the Blitz in a couple of days. Looking forward to getting a good look at what he looks like in this Adam Ford system.
And that's why I love the Blitz. You get a chance to see all the imports, as well as the locals, obviously, but really see what these players are going to look like and how they fit.
What did you make of Shannon Scott tonight? Speaking of the new imports.
Solid, exactly what we discussed early in the game. You know, just a lead on the court, facilitator out there, and bring that leadership. Create a little bit off the bounce.
Pull up from Harris. He's got some tools at the offensive end.
And he's showing it.
As
I'm not out here for a long time. I'm going to get him up.
as Bull Quall dribbles it out, the fans rise to their feet at the Darwin Entertainment Centre. Enjoyed. That was a fun ball game.
Sure
they
was.
enjoyed every moment of it, and they show their appreciation as the Wildcats take an 18-point victory, 98-80 Perth, to close out your Saturday night doubleheader. And hats off to both teams, because that was a fun one to watch.
Told you we had two good games in there, man. And both games did not disappoint.
John really wins his first game as a head coach in the Blitz, and Bryce Cotton gives a little salute to the crowd on the other side of the floor and said, "I hope you enjoyed the show. 36 of my best on a Saturday night in Darwin." For the Taipans, plenty to feel good about. It was the fourth quarter that really got out of hand. 29-14 they went down in the fourth, but they had a number of good contributors, and for three terms they were right there. They put it right to the Wildcats every step of the way, as you said, with a bunch of key guys sitting out.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can ask for. You know, you're playing against pretty much a fully loaded team. So, you know, you hang in there as long as you can, hope for the win, and just shake your hands. Shake their hands, and that's it.
Here's a little look at some of the highlight reel plays over the course of the game. There's Norton in the corner. Hopefully he's okay. Didn't see him after he took a spill in that third quarter. Great to see Corey Sherville back out there. That was a nice moment after missing all of last season. And the combination of Webster and Cotton down the stretch was too much to handle.
It's kind of like Corey, good hands. Luke Travers. Like Corey was just, he's like insurance. Like, okay, well, you're not working out. Just, you know, I'm cross court. Just swing it over there. Steps in.
Harvey,
Sit down.
the Wildcats fans, the Red Army, certainly John Riley, GM of basketball, Danny Mills, they would have loved to have seen just how that played out down the stretch with Webster and Cotton. The fact that Cotton looked so good and was doing Cotton things, but then when the bodies got thrown at Bryce down the stretch, Webster was ready to go bang, bang and close out the game.
And I think that's a perfect role for him with that team. Don't try to go there. You don't need to be the man. We've got the man. We've got the man. Brady Manning, he'll get better. This is just the first game. Welcome to the NBL. You'll be fine. It's preseason. But Tyshawn Thomas comes in. He'll be second. You got LT, right? So there's less pressure on Corey in this space. He may be about to start playing his best basketball with this role.
Best basketball. Oh, that's a big call. Well, plenty to feel good about for the fans of both squads. Despite the 18-point loss, the Taipans, they played well tonight. The Orange Army will appreciate what they brought to the table, and the Wildcats, well, I hope you enjoyed the Bryce Cotton show. 36 points from the superstar as he put the league on notice that he is ready to go in NBL 23. Earlier, it was the Tasmania Jack Jumpers with a 73-53 win over the Kings on the back of a 25-7 dominant fourth quarter performance. And all in all, it was a really enjoyable Saturday night doubleheader at the NBL Blitz. On behalf of Corey,
That's
myself, the whole hard-working crew out the back and in the arena, we hope you've enjoyed the night, and we'll see you again tomorrow at the NBL Blitz.